Okay. This will be one final question. You remarked yesterday that you can see the current situation in the form of a counterpoint, as if it were the tale of two cities. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. And as you've just been saying, our future, either way, your future will be determined by thermonuclear technology, either be it thermonuclear fusion or thermonuclear war. And with that quality of truly awesome potential for the good or the very evil staring us in the face in the days to come, as you said in the beginning of this broadcast tonight, the fundamental question that comes out of all of this is, where is the source of moral courage to do that which is necessary in the face of a situation like this? And I think for somebody who is on the verge of your 91st birthday, the truly unique role that you have played through your entire life, and the difference that is so substantially clear between the courage that you have and others who have finked out in one regard or another, is the lesson that has to be taken if we are to win the fight to save civilization today. So I think it would be appropriate, maybe as a final note for this broadcast tonight, if you could make some comments on that.
Well, it's rather simple, you know. Once you understand what a human being should be, it means that the human being is always obliged to reach beyond everything they knew beforehand and discover that and go on to discover the next thing. That is the characteristic of the human being. For the one who's sitting there and has a small fire to cook his food in some place in South Africa, where the monkey in the next place doesn't use fire and remains a monkey forever. That is essentially the lesson to be taken care of. Therefore, the human being should always be of that nature. We have to, if you can't do something better than was done before, what are you doing? You're just repeating old things again? No, the human beings' achievement, like in simple farming in the United States, for example, the development of agriculture in the United States, the development even earlier in the previous century, before the thing was crushed. So that always is progress. What the United States represented from its beginning as an American state was always go to the future, go to the higher level, don't be stuck in the mud, always find the better, always find the greater. That's human. If you're stuck in the same old thing again and again and again and never go to the future, you ain't much of a human being. It's meeting the challenge of making something better, make it better, make it better, is the cry of everyone, from a simple craftsman to anyone else. Make it better than it was before. And that is the characteristic, because when you think about that, mankind starts from a simple fire, a simplest kind of fire, and goes through various steps of higher energy flux density, all the way to thermonuclear fusion and beyond now. That's mankind. And that's the way we should educate our children, and educate our population, and educate our legislators the same way. We must do better. The trick of everything is to do better. And that means going to higher energy flux densities. We went from a simple fire, mankind. We went through various chemical levels of higher degrees of power used by mankind. We have now reached the point where we have some control over thermonuclear fusion, which is way beyond anything any of our ancestors ever knew. Maybe except in the 1890s, some of our friends there from that age were on that. That's what it is. The point is, your identity has to be, what are you doing to improve the future? That should be the motto of every person. That should be the dedication of every person. What are you going to do to make things better? What are you going to do to make things more progressive, more powerful? Increase the power of mankind. How are we going to deal with the problems of these big objects which are threatening to kill mankind, wipe mankind out by one single blow of an asteroid? We always have to go ahead. We have to go ahead, do better, do better, do better. If you're not doing better, you're not doing anything.
Well, thank you very much. That's the conclusion to our webcast tonight. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you, Jason. Thank you all for watching. Stay tuned. Good night.